Abernathy. People call me Kimbe. I am the author of Can You Action Pass Your Devil's Advocate? It's a book for upcoming, new, and existing entrepreneurs to be able to employ themselves to action pass your devil's advocate. What is a devil's advocate? Anybody of the opposing, but one thing that I want people to understand is that the devil's advocate is not always looked at as a negative. Sometimes the devil's advocate will allow us to look deeper inside of a goal to make us be more prepared. So, can you actually pass your devil's advocate?
Hey Anthony, thank you. This is William Innes, and here at Kimbe's book signing tonight. What a thrill. I began reading this book, and as the words pour off like magic, I am seeing such a wonderful tool that has been created for so many of us. Thank you, Kimbe, and congratulations. God bless you. Thank you so much.
I briefly had an opportunity to listen to some of the audio on the book. I thought it was very inspirational. It's inspirational for everyone that has a goal of financial independence.
Hey, how's it going? Jonathan Bogart with Farmers Insurance. I just want to congratulate Kimbe on a wonderful, wonderful venture. One of the things I really enjoyed of this book was just learning more about bringing out what needs to be done to be an entrepreneur. A lot of times people struggle with trying to figure out what's going to be best for them. They're working 9 to 5, they're tired, they're upset. But one of the things that I really, really enjoyed about that book was the opportunity to just bring out what's been inside of me for so many years. So thank you so much, Kimbe, and congratulations.
We wish Kimbe the most success that she can ever achieve. We're very proud of her. I love her as my sister, and I'm just happy for her success. You can get the book anywhere books are found. You can get it at Barnes & Nobles, Amazon. If it's not on the shelf, just go to the help desk and order it. And you can get it from the CFP management team. Sunshine. I not only want to say something about the book, but also about my sister. I love her dearly, and I'm extremely proud of her that she set a goal of actually writing this book, and she accomplished it. This is something that she's always done as a child. She never was a dreamer. She always made goals. She became a cosmetologist by planning it out and hitting her milestones. She became an instructor. Now she has Cosme Bar and a book. So with this, through this journey, she's helped me as well. When she was talking about the book and different things, she told me, you know, why don't you write a book as well? I'm like, Kim, you know, I have, concentration issues. But she showed me exactly what to do, how to take my time day by day and start to write. And through her motivation and her skill set, she's helped me as well to write a children's book. So Kim,
I'm part of the Cosme Bar team, and I've known Kimbe for a while now, and it's a pleasure to work with her. It's a pleasure to know her and to be inspired by her. She's always has an encouraging word. She's always talking about accomplishing a goal, and she always wants to see everyone succeed. So that's like such an honor to be working next to her all the time. So I've learned so much, and reading the book, I say it's worth you know, taking your time to read it or listen to it and listen to it. And, you know, it'll really give you the tools you need to accomplish whatever you're trying to accomplish. So, shout out to Kimbe.
I'm one of Kimbe's students in cosmetology school, and I recently started working there as a braider. And ever since I met her, when I first met her, I just think she's such a positive image. She's such a motivator, you know, a good person, you know. And I love my mother and everything, but if she was my mother, I wouldn't mind. You know, she's great, and I haven't known her for that long, but she's really a positive influence in my life. So I just want to thank you, Kimbe, for being there and just believing in me. And thank you.
I would first like to say that Can You Action Pass Your Devil Advocate book and author is great. It is unusual and very impressive, which is one of the definitions of phenomenal. This book is not only targeted towards entrepreneurs, but you can use it in your everyday journey in life. One thing that I really love about this book is how it fosters the growth in one's mind and one's goal sets. I also love several quotes in the book. Two that I love the most is, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. Meaning, go out there and get knowledge. Another one in the book that was a quote by Tyler Perry is, never wait till someone greenlights your project. Build your own intersection. Like I say, this book is phenomenal. And at the end of the day, we all can ask ourselves this question. Can I actually pass our devil's advocate? And that answer is easy. Yes, we can. Thank you. And if you read the book and listen to the audio, definitely go and channel into it on the chapter Silent Mentors.
That's one thing that I like about the book. When you read through it, I'm a quote person. I like quotes. I like quotes that actually call you to action, that don't just blah blah, but they have actual quotes that call you to action. And her book is full of those. And then the last one we have is Jackie Jones from Crown's Barber.
First, let me say I listened to the audio, and I feel like this is my future daily affirmation to be listening to every day. I listened to it so much. My son, I think he started repeating some of the tips that were in there. And being a new entrepreneur, I was actually surprised that I had found myself, kind of dozing off. In the book, she talked about sleeping, not sleeping, and taking naps. Well, I kind of found myself dozing off because it was there had become such a challenge for me having a Christian-owned and operated barbershop that some of the barbers, even the ones I had, was like, well, do we have to listen to Christian music or jazz all day long? Yes. And in her book, she said, be true to whatever you set your goals and your standards to. And so many people was like, well, maybe you ought to change and listen to this channel too and that. I was like, no, I know what God has given me. And so for that, I'm going to stick to it. And I enjoyed the audio, and I look forward to doing the workbook in the book. And just on a personal note, I met her just maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. And she told me then, she said, well, stop by. Maybe we can work out something, some partnership, and I can help you out, right? And so, I've had several people tell me, well, I'm going to help you. I'll help you do this, I'll help you do that. Side note, Donna has been a good help to me. But I went by and she did just that. I was surprised, she greeted me with that hug and that smile and said, well, what is that you need? And she immediately wrote it down. And I was surprised the next day, someone from the Cosby Bar called me and was saying, well, let's set up a meeting next week. And so I appreciate her for that. I appreciate her for being a woman of her word. And I look forward to partnering with her and mentoring. She don't know it yet, but I'm going to be one of her mentees, right? And I just appreciate the opportunity to be here among everyone. Thank you.
foremost, I want to thank everyone for being here tonight and supporting this. I really, really appreciate that. Also, everybody who has read the book, thank you. That was encouraging to know that what I set out to do, it is absolutely working. The reason why I wrote this book is because, you know, growing up as any individual, you're taught to take things for face value. You know, back in the day, you look inside an encyclopedia, you look at a profession, and you take whatever they say for granted. And so I wrote this book to let individuals know that, you know, entrepreneurship, you do not have to be a business owner to be an entrepreneur. You can be a student, you can be an employee, or you can be a business owner. And I have been able to be an entrepreneur in all those things and didn't realize that's what I was doing. You know, so that's one of the reasons why I wrote the book. So thank you so much. Are you an instrument? Are you a player? Or are you an orchestrator? I am naturally an orchestrator, but I wanted to be a player so bad. A player is when, you know, you work under somebody who orchestrates. And I just wanted to, you know, help somebody push through, and if my goals work with theirs, great. And I searched, and because I could not find that individual that moved like I moved, that's what made me do it. And so I was like, let me just build a team. Let me build a team of positivity and things like that to be able to move forward. So that's what I did there. And also, because I've been in like a business owner and an employee at the same time, because I've been teaching in the private post-secondary for over 10 years. I know, but I have. And so, so basically, let me see here. Read that question one more time.
Do you remember that exact moment when you said, enough, I'm going to be my own boss?
Yeah, when people didn't see my full potential, basically, you know, and I would try so hard to show people everything that I could do, and they just would not bite like I wanted them to. So that's when I had to start platforming myself. Entrepreneurship, it doesn't mean you have to be a business owner. Okay, entrepreneurship, I like to say, is anyone with an idea who turns it into revenue. Okay?
Right.
And I have been, like I said, I've been able to do that not only as a student, but also as an employee. You know, by, like, sometimes the salary would come up and I just wouldn't take it for face value. First, I would tell them I could do exactly what they want, right? First, you gotta show them that. You can't start going in somewhere and asking for more if you can't show them that you can do exactly what they want you to do. So what I did exactly what they wanted to do, then I started looking at what they needed and offered them to fulfill that need and increase my benchmarks and increase my income, and that's as an employee. As a student, how I did my entrepreneurship is basically by exceeding individuals' expectations, basically my own. So how did I start educating? I really started educating just so I could work for a product line, really. Because I just wanted the product line not to say no. And I was like, well, they didn't ask for it, but let me just add that on just so I can. Yeah. Right? And so all the product lines was calling me back, and except for the one I wanted, and then one came through. During that time, I was still taking the training course, and only a third of the way through, because I just took it so serious that they offered me a job while I was still training. So that's what I mean by, it's like not taking things for face value. You gotta exceed, you know, you gotta exceed your own self. And by doing that, that actually turns yourself into an entrepreneur. So it ended up being on the paid training, right? This book is a source to be utilized as a starter book for the upcoming, new, and existing entrepreneurial mind. The entrepreneur, in short, is anyone who has an idea and turns it into revenue. This book comes from the desk of an average individual with goals to continuously move forward in life, other than run-of-the-mill, to get better than ordinary results. The big question is how to get ahead as a commonplace individual. I'm a commonplace individual in a tablet career, and I'm doing it. In the words of Maya Angelou, success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. This book is for the average wanting to reach their next level, the ones who feel they aren't smart enough, the ones who have big ideas with no direction, the ones who have vision with no support, the ones who have degrees and are at a dead end, the ones in school just going through the motions, the ones who have talent and feel their voice and willpower isn't strong enough, the ones just wanting more. It is significant that we know that we have the ability to create our own kind of success, to be able to take a talent, a skill, a desire, product, and or business and turn it into prize. The entrepreneurial prize, in the short, is the gumption and follow-through to negotiate compensation, propose benchmarks for company positions, generate buzz for brand, insert yourself into anyone's business, take over an existing business, open a startup business with non-existing to nominal budgets, turn no into yes, turn talents into reward, and to turn determination into incentive, customizing your own plans. We all have a little entrepreneur inside of us. Wanting to leverage it is what gives us an entrepreneurial spirit and entrepreneurial mind. Actually doing it is what makes one an entrepreneur. At the end of the day, let there be no excuses, no explanations, and no regrets. Steve Mirabali. So the book is jam-packed with success tips and quotes. And I do want to say that individuals was talking about deeding for free. Now, deeding for free is definitely okay for an entrepreneur. It's just you have to understand what you're getting out of it. Because I've met so many entrepreneurs say, I'm not doing that. How much am I getting paid? And I'm like, you haven't even built a foundation yet. And you're talking about getting paid. You know, you need to first show why you need to get paid, right? And then not only that, sometimes what you're pulling out of something is much more than what they could pay you if you look deeper into what you're getting, and I've learned so much deeding for free. But then at the end of the day, knowing that, the book also talks about when it is time, okay? When it is time is when your books are so filled that you are cutting off money to deed for free. That's a different story, okay? But if you have availability, get out there, deed for free.
Hello there, Miss Kimbe. You have set a path, or created a path, made the steps, and now you're at this moment that you much deserve. May you have much success with this book and all the others that will follow. I truly love you, and I'm so proud of you. Take care. Smile.
I'm Jill Hyatt Cook, and I'm just here to say 2 thumbs up to you, Kimmy. I'm so, so proud of you. May the Lord continue to bless you and take you to many heights and depths in your endeavors. And I just want to say this book, Can You Action Pass Your Devil's Advocate, has been a blessing, and I believe that it's going to be a blessing to so many people, those at-risk youth, those people that are in difficult situations. I believe that once they get a hold of this book, they're going to see that beak of light shining through. I looked at this book, and in reading it, one thing I want to say is, if you take these words and apply them, I applied it immediately. Action. I applied it, and it worked. It instantly. They can be words that you just hear, and they can do nothing because they're just words. But if you believe what this book say and do what it says, sky's the limit. Reach for the moon, and if you miss, you land amongst the stars. God bless you, Kimmy. I love you and what you're doing for us. The old Chinese proverb said, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach him how to fish, he can feed himself for life. You've taught America through this book how to fish. God bless you. I love you. Keep going, baby. Hang in there. You did it.
Entrepreneurs on Facebook. It's Kimbe, Abernathy.com. Also, make sure you look into, we have an entrepreneurial contest that's coming up where you could win a great prize to help catapult any idea that you may have. Just go to Abernathy.com and click on contest. Hi, my name is Kay Abernathy, author of Can You Action Pass Your Devil's Advocate. I want to give a special shout out to Anthony of Vision Shot Films.